guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be playing with Glossier Play. Glossier Play is Glossier's new color cosmetics release. Stands in pretty stark contrast to their previous kind of skincare first, dewy, low coverage aesthetic. Glossier really had us guessing about what Glossier Play was. They teased it for a couple of weeks before they released the collection and people were speculating, is it a concert? Is it a festival? Is it a social shopping situation like Emily Weiss has been talking about doing? But it ended up being this companion makeup collection, and Troye Sivan is part of the initial release. He's modeling a lot of it, and it's just this, you know, glitter and lip and eye and bright colors. And my initial reaction to this was, I don't know if I'm cool enough for a Glossier Play. I know I'm not as cool as Troye Sivan, you know? I am a Glossier rep, so they sent me a few of these products to try, but I wasn't really satisfied with the scope of what I was sent, so I ordered some more, and that is why this video is a little bit late in comparison to the release. And so we are going to be trying quite a few things today. We have the Glossier Play Night Shine Highlighter Concentrate, the Glitter Gelee in Bijou Bijou. I have two of the lips. I have it in Baby and Pony. This is the Vinylic Lip. And we also have two of the new Color Slide eye pencils in Brack, which I'm, guessing is a portmanteau of brown and black, and the shade Candyland. I'm going to move you guys in. We are going to put these on my face. This is not a first impression. And I'm going to talk about kind of the claims, the performance as I've seen it, and some of the controversy around this release. So first of all, the prices, we'll get that out of the way. Glossier typically kind of falls somewhere in between, prestige pricing and drugstore pricing. They're not super expensive, but they're not dirt cheap either. So you can get the Playground, which is one of each of these items in the release, for $60. The Color Slide eye pencil is $15. The Vinylic lip is $16. You can get the Glitter Gelee and the silicone multi-tool for $16 for the set. The Night Shine Concentrate is $20. The Glitter Gelee on its own is $14, and then they also released a sharpener for the pencils, and you can buy the detailer on its own for $4 and $6 respectively. So we're going to start putting these on my face, and we're going to start with the highlighter because this is the most underwhelming of the entire release to me, and I just kind of want to get it out of the way. So this comes in 4 shades, and they are all skin-oriented shades. There's no like bright turquoise or something with this. Their description of it online is, finally, a highlighter with depth. Made with a superior refined pearl powder formula, this buildable concentrate creates an illuminating foil-like finish that sets and lasts. Grow your glow by applying with the precise doe foot applicator and blend seamlessly onto cheekbones, brow bones, the cupid's bow, and eyelids. Night Shine's potent sheen layers easily over makeup and comes in 4 high-impact shades that give you the glow you want, where you want. How to use dot applicator onto skin and blend with fingertips. Prepare to be underwhelmed. I think that this highlighter talks a big game, has a lot of claims, and I don't really think it says anything. And I think that for $20, you can get something far better. I think that, honestly, you get more glow from the Haloscope, which is their original balm highlighter, which I don't even really like because I feel like it kind of shoves my makeup around too much. But this is not giving me layers of depth and sheen. And I should mention, while yes, that is a thing, you can kind of see it. When you wear powder, it completely disappears. The powder will soak up all of the glimmer, shimmer, dewiness of it. I don't have any powder on my face right now. So when you put this on top of anything that might possibly be absorbent, it disappears entirely. Plus, I want to show you guys sort of how this performs against a lid star. So lid star was the liquid eyeshadow that Glossier came out with this time last year around the Oscars. The one really amazing thing about lid star is that it is completely budge proof. So once it dries down, so this is Cub and this is our Night Shine. Once this Lid Star dries down. It is immovable. It's amazing. And they do make a shade called Slip, which is a very pale pink like this, that if you blend it out before it dries down, it makes a beautiful cheek highlight. I really don't understand what they were trying to accomplish here because I feel like the Lid Star already does a better job of it. So while that dries, I'm going to just kind of, you know, try. Put a little bit more where they said to put them. And I'll show you the applicator. You know, they call this a very precise doe foot applicator. I do like it better than the applicator on the Benefit, what's it called? High Beam. That's the one. So it reminds me in concept of High Beam. I don't really like High Beam. And this offers something that I would rather have just mixed in with my foundation all over my face. It's so subtle. I just don't think it's what they say it is. And so I don't think that it's worth your money when it comes down to it. So watch this. So this is our Night Shine and it will blend forever. It never really dries down. It's not really designed to, and it's supposed to just be kind of a cream highlight in the form of a liquid when it goes on. This is the Lid Star. You guys, once she's down, she's down. And I actually just prefer that. I would rather, if I'm going to put something of this nature on my eyes, which is what they suggest, besides using it as a highlighter, I know that Lid Star is not going to crease. That is all for Night Shine. We're going to move past that because the rest of the release is actually really good and I like it a lot more than I expected to. So let's talk about these color slide pencils. These come in 14 shades, you guys, and they are all really interesting. So they do have, you know, obviously Brack, which is going to be probably the most useful color in this whole, I mean, I don't know your life, but I think of this as kind of the most basic shade that they did. But they also do, and I'll kind of show the spectrum here, they have everything from like bright fuchsia to like olive greens to really saturated blues and turquoises and this really amazing gold called Nectar. I love those kinds of shades. Today we're going to be working with Candyland, which is this gorgeous coral color. It reminds me of a NARS Orgasm. It's got that light rosy coral with a little bit of a shift to gold, and it's beautiful. And we're going to be working with, like I said, Brack, which is actually just a matte brown black. So these are meant to wear at least 8 hours. They do wear a really long time, which is really cool because when you first put them on, they're very blendable. So it might lead you to believe that they're going to behave like a cream shadow or something and just be really unreliable, but they're not. They stay creamy for a little while, and then once they dry down, you guys, they are down. It's awesome. Like I had the Brack on the back of my hand yesterday when I had been testing this stuff, and I went to wash my hands and it wouldn't come off. It was just like regular soap and water. I was like, whoa, okay. So we're going to start with Candyland, and I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow to kind of show you the capabilities of this. So I'm going to put it all over my lid and just kind of around underneath my lash line and stuff. And this will be a really beautiful eyeshadow base that you can get a lot of saturation out of if you concentrate it in one area, but it also blends out really nicely with your fingers, so you can get a lot of kind of versatility out of it. So first of all, that's a gorgeous color. It's a color that I have as eyeshadows. There's a shade like this in the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. There's a shade like this in the Makeup Geek Pumpkin Spice palette. It's just a very flat, I mean, Orgasm is supposed to be one of the most universally flattering color profiles in a makeup, and that is by NARS, and so, you know, this is very much in that same vein. So I can just kind of blend that out, knowing that once I let it sit for a few minutes, there's no rush, once I let it sit for a few minutes, it's not going to go anywhere. And so then I just kind of build that up on the lid a little bit more, get a little more pigment out of it. And it's really soft, there's no tug. That's another really beautiful thing about this. So we get this beautiful rosy sheen all over the eye with just one product, and I love how it looks. It makes me so happy. And I know, like I said, that it's gonna wear all day. So now I will show you kind of the contrast of what you can achieve if you use this another way. So we're gonna go in with Brack, and I am going to actually do like a line, you know, on my lash line to show you. Getting it right in my lash line. It is very saturated. It's a very good, creamy, high impact brown black. They could easily become part of your repertoire, you know, like your daily use, I feel like. Just gonna take a little e.l.f. brush here and make sure that is the shape that I want it to be in. I like to just do a little flick at the end and not even draw the flick. I like to use the brush to kind of make the flick. It's really just a soft wing, tiny, teeny, tiny wing. And the beauty of this being such a soft pencil is that you can really get it in the lash line, you guys. I was just really surprised by these. I was really expecting them to be play makeup. You know, it's called Glossier Play. I was expecting these to kind of smudge around and be fun to play with, but not really perform all that well. But I've been wearing these lately and they really actually last, which is awesome. So, like I said, those are $15 each. It says, introducing 14 new to you color true shades to add to your makeup bag. Color Slide is the eyeliner where what you see on the pencil is exactly what you get. Plus a waterproof formula that dreams are made of. A highly pigmented smooth gel eyeliner that doesn't crease, smudge, tug, or skip and lasts for 12 hours. Matte shades last in the waterline for 8 hours. So I misspoke. At least 8 hours in the waterline. 12 hours is the promise. Leaving you to create freely. Draw something new with a pencil that lasts all day and all night. How to use: draw a precise line to define the eye or smudge and blend out for a diffuse smoky effect. These shades were designed to live together, so layer as many as you'd like. When needed, use blade to sharpen up again. So that's the sharpener that they include. Okay, so now let's talk about some glitter. So this is the glitter gelee, and this is in the shade Bijou Bijou, which is described as a metallic gunmetal with flecks of platinum. So it's a very neutral, not necessarily gold, not necessarily silver, very platinum shade, and I love it. And they also have Phantasm, which is an opalescent with holographic specks, Glass Bonsai, Gold Shimmer with glints of chartreuse, which I think I'm maybe not cool enough for that, I don't know, and Firewalk, which I love that. I don't know if they meant to reference Twin Peaks, but I love that. It is a coppery iridescent rose. So we're going to use the little applicator tool here, and I'm going to place this just all over my lid, kind of on top of the Candyland eye pencil. And you really don't need much, and I love this little applicator. It does actually kick butt. So let's talk about some of the controversy and concerns here, because Glossier has always kind of represented themselves as a millennial brand. And one of the biggest things about being a millennial brand, I feel like, is being conscious of the same things that millennials are concerned with. And one of those things is environmental impact. And so they are getting a lot of pushback, not just because this glitter isn't biodegradable, which of course, could be improved upon. There are definitely companies that make biodegradable glitter, and they could have done that. And I think that they will. I think that now that, their public has spoken, which they should have done it right to begin with, but now that their public has spoken, they know that it's important, and they know that it's going to cause more people to try the brand if they do kind of adapt to that. But also, there was some kind of strange snafu regarding the packaging. So when you open these packages, of course I've thrown the packaging away by now, but when you open the packages, they have a cardboard box, which looks totally normal, and then when you open the cardboard box, each of these items is wrapped in like a cellophane bag, like a foil bag, and people have likened it to like a tampon bag or something like that, but to me it looks like when you get a surprise toy. Those like unboxings and stuff that like Bunny does on her channel, where, it's a surprise toy and it's inside that kind of foil cellophane bag. That's what those were like. And so they were wrapped in those and then shoved in the box, and it made it really difficult to get into the box. It made it difficult to get the products out of the box, and also it just felt really unnecessary and very wasteful, and a lot of people, it was kind of a cheap shot. Like, everybody kind of, went into a fuss about it. And they're going to move away from that. To me, this isn't intel that I have necessarily from Glossier specifically. To me, it looks like They went for the cellophane packaging initially as just kind of like a different thing to do. They changed their minds, but they didn't want to like unwrap them all and put them in boxes, and so they just made a call. You know, they had to call an audible, and they put them in the boxes in the short term, and they were like, you know what, we need to get this release out. And so that is my guess. I'm just postulating, but that is what I think happened, and so they're going to move away from that going forward. They'll probably just be in boxes. The little cellophane wrappers went over like a lead balloon. Let's talk about this glitter, because am I a glitter girl? No. And when I wore this to wear test it yesterday, I was like, meh, you know, we'll see how long this lasts. Guys, the glitter became my favorite part of this look. I love the glitter on top of this kind of pinky shade, but the best part about it is it's subtle enough that you can wear it on an otherwise no makeup kind of day, and it just adds a little bit of something, but it totally wears all day. Like, I would reach up and touch my eye, and we know how glitter performs, you guys. You know, glitter is the herpes of craft supplies, and so it's going to, if you scratch it off, it's going to get somewhere, or when you wash your face, you're going to have it all over your hands kind of thing. But as glitters go, this one sticks around pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. So I love, this is again Bijou Bijou, I love the color profile on it. It really does a great job of like being there but not being too much, and it's just kind of like when the light hits it, I think it's so pretty. And again, I think that it actually can be worn with an otherwise kind of like neutral dewy face of makeup. So I'm going to throw some mascara on here, my Thrive mascara that I love, and it's going to really bring this look together, because I feel like before mascara everything just looks kind of washed out. You need to define the details, you know? Feeling very pretty. So, like I said, the glitter gelee is $14, comes in 4 shades. Everything about glitter gelee is feel good. Add this one-step glitter gel anywhere you want a jeweled effect. The multi-dimensional palettes mirror everything as you move, changing and reflecting color everywhere you look. Comfortable, wearable, and long-lasting. I will say when you first put it on, it feels weird. It has a little bit of like a hot sensation to it, or like warm. I don't know. Maybe I'm just really sensitive, but I wore it all day and didn't have any kind of sensitivity. It's just when you first put it on, you're kind of aware that there's something there. That's all. Comfortable, wearable, long lasting. Thanks to a transparent gel base, this is an instant mood boost that stays shiny and stays put for 12 hours. No fallout, no flaking. No matter how you choose to wear it, whether it's a sweep all over the eyelids or a dab near the corners of the eye, glitter gelee gives you a look that stands alone. How to use fingertips, or for more precision, use the detailer to place onto skin. To remove, use a cotton pad and milky oil. Avoid washing off with water to prevent getting glitter into the waterways. Not safe for lips or lip area. So I feel like they kind of did that as like a band-aid in the short term, because they realized that people really cared that this isn't biodegradable. I know they can do better. They know they can do better. We will all do better together. Let's talk about, honestly, I saved the best for last, these lip colors. You guys, these are the biggest win of this release to me, because they are so unique in formula and they feel so special. When you put these on, it feels like a very special experience. So this is the vinylic lip, like I said, and one of the coolest things about this to me is that it goes on this, I mean, thank God, first of all, thank God we're not dealing with another matte liquid lip. I'm so tired of matte liquid lips. Everybody keeps putting them out. It must be a very easy thing to formulate. They look so bad on me. They just make my lips all shrivel and shrink up and just, ugh, I hate them. And so I need gloss. I need bounce, you know? I need something that's going to make things look healthy and dewy and youthful, you know? So this is a perfect hybrid of a gloss that's going to give your lips that really healthy look, but the saturation on these is incredible, so you don't have to pile a ton of product on. I'm going to do the red first. I don't know why. It's probably not a very good idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So this is the shade Baby, and it is a perfect kind of neutral to blue red. And if you guys know me, you know I'm terrible at putting on lip color. I say that because I think that that went pretty well, you know, all things considered. Will it get on your teeth? 100%. Same as anything else. This is not going to dry down and go long wear, you know, budge proof. This is definitely a high pigment gloss. But the unique thing about this formula to me is that when you first put it on and for the first few minutes, it kind of reminds me of the eye in this sense, the eyeliner, you can go in and get it off your skin. It doesn't go everywhere. It doesn't stain. It will long-term stain. So if you leave it on for, you know, a half an hour or something, it's gonna stain your lips red. And I don't really mind that, you know, I put it there to begin with, that's fine with me, but the formula is so forgiving when you initially put it on, and I just think that the color is gorgeous. So this is the vinylic lip. It is $16 and it comes in 6 shades. We have Bank, a rich plum, Blow Up, a candy pink, Disco, a terracotta, Casino, a bright orange, which I really want to try, the one that I'm wearing right now, Baby, a siren red, and Pony, a dark taupe, which we are going to try in just a moment. So it says, meet your newest obsession, vinylic lip. This lip vinyl comes in 6 essential colors with an addictive high shine finish. A cushiony, never sticky, never goopy formula gives you the gloss you want with the shades you need to go with anything. This easy to use click pen allows for precise application so you can build up to the full lacquered look. And once you get there, keep going. Want more? Just click. How to use: for first use, click pen repeatedly until lacquer appears, glide on to lips. Yeah, as these kinds of things go, you guys know I'm not a huge lip color girl. As these things go, this is very easy to use, it is very comfortable to wear, it is very, very pretty, and it feels so special. I think that's what Glossier Play is going for, is the original Glossier was just meant to be this very everyday, easy peasy, part of your routine, if not your entire routine kind of collection. This, while I don't object to wearing it every day, still feels so special. There's something about these colors where you're like, this feels like a little present to myself when I'm putting it on. It makes me feel like today is special in some way. And that is what I really like about these lips, is because it does take a special occasion for me to put this kind of thing on my face. And it does feel easy enough that it's not intimidating. It doesn't just sit on my shelf waiting for the day that I'm going to wear it, because it's unintimidating to put on. But see, look, it just comes off. On my face right now, I have the Umbra Tint from Drunk Elephant. I have the Tata Harper Lip and Cheek in Very Popular. I'm wearing my Kosas bronzer from the Tropic Equinox palette. I'm wearing the Living Luminizer, which I shouldn't have done since I was going to put this highlighter on, but the highlighter didn't really matter anyway, so. And then I also have the Onomi Lip and Cheek in Cruise, which is like the berry tone. So yes, we left it on for a few minutes and it started to kind of make my lips slightly red, which is totally fine with me. I'm going to just take just a little bit of my Glossier concealer, kind of clean up around my lips a little bit before we put Pony on. I feel like Pony, which is a kind of taupey brown color, it will stand in contrast to any pinkness on your skin. So I do recommend making sure that you kind of blank things out first. It's just gonna help the color stand alone a little bit better. It's not really a thing that has to do with the formula. It's more just wearing any shade like this. So this is, like I said, a beautiful, wearable taupey brown, and I'm obsessed with it. It's very 90s, but it's mainly 90s on me because I'm so pale. If you have any deeper skin tone than I do, this could look just like a very everyday kind of shade on you. You can apply any of these, I feel like, at least the ones that I have, really sheerly if you want to. They don't skip, and so you don't end up with like patchiness if you don't put like 10 pounds of it on, which is something that's super frustrating about a lot of glossy lip colors, is that the color's really inconsistent. These are so saturated that you can put just one little swipe on and you get some color that's consistent all the way through, and then you can put like another layer on and get like that really bouncy glossy look, but you never have to sacrifice coverage. I saw Rosie Huntington Whiteley wearing this on their Instagram, and I was like, somewhere in my mental vision of myself, I am Rosie Huntington Whiteley, and I just saw her and her beautiful lips wearing this color, and I was like, well, that's the one I'm buying. Duh. Leanne, I'm looking at you. This is a you color. It is that perfect rosy mauvey brown. And yes, around my mouth looks a little bit red right now. We tried. We did try. I'm actually using G10. G11 is my typical shade, but with the Drunk Elephant tint on my face, I kind of stick to something a little bit darker. Kind of keep the tan going, the illusion. So as much as I love that, it's all kind of a lot. It's, you know, I wouldn't wear all of these together at once probably. The lip color and the eye are a little bit much all together. So the way that I've been wearing it is just the eye and then doing a much more neutral lip with the regular Glossier gloss, which is right here. I found my other one, guys. It was in like the pocket of something. And so now I have two. But yeah. I prefer to kind of find the happy medium between the Glossier Play aesthetic and my original Glossier aesthetic. So this would be probably my go-to look, just a clean lip. So to recap, no, yes, yes, hell yes. Those are my thoughts on the Glossier Play release, but you guys, it would not be a Glossier release video on Kackie Reviews Beauty if we did not do a Glossier giveaway. Now I have to clarify, this is not Glossier giving these things away, this is me giving away Glossier products. And I'm just gonna do what I did last time and give away a $50 gift card. So there will be a link down below for you to enter, and within, I think 30 days is usually how long it runs, I will pick a winner, I will notify the winner, and you will get an instant $50 gift card as soon as you respond so that you can spend it however you please on the entire Glossier website. I'm not going to confine you to Glossier Play or the Playground or whatever. You can spend it however you want. So there will be an entry link down below. Make sure that you are subscribed. I love doing these kinds of things. I love that Glossier is really branching out, doing some amazing stuff right now, and I have to be totally honest with you guys, was not expecting to love this release. I was pretty prepared to be underwhelmed by it, and it has actually really knocked my socks off. I think that these formulas are innovative. I think that they still have that Glossier touch where something innovative, some kind of twist, something smart has been done in order to make them unique and kind of worth your time. And like, especially this eye look is going to become part of my actual routine, you know? So while, like I said, the lips are probably my favorite part from just an innovation standpoint, wearability-wise, the eye is actually probably the most practical of the whole release, which the whole release was not really designed to be practical, so it's worth pointing out. Anyway, guys, I hope that you appreciated this. I hope that, you know, those of you who were waiting on my viewpoint on the Glossier Play release, I hope this kind of satisfied your needs in terms of, you know, what to buy, what to skip, how I feel about it. And if you are new here, there is always a 10% off link. I am a rep down below that you can shop through to get 10% off of your first order on Glossier anytime you want on any particular product you want, not just necessarily this. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you guys did. Thank you so much for watching today and hanging out with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.